What's up everybody, it's Justin Romeyn here, and today I want to go over the new Sigma 16mm 1.4 that I think is the best lens ever. So let's get it rolling. Cue intro. Now, before I go into depth on my thoughts on it, I did want to link a video I just made from Enchant, which if y'all didn't know what it is, it's a giant Christmas maze. It's basically like a state fair, but with Christmas lights. And you have to go around and you have to find all the reindeer, and at the end you get a prize, which ended up being a candy cane. Oh well, it was still fun. So I'm gonna link to that video right here, so if you wanna click on it and watch it, feel free to. Also, at the end of this video, I'm going to be doing a sequence with just this lens, because I know when I watch reviews, I want to see sample footage. I don't want somebody to just tell me about it. I want to see what it looks like for myself. And if this is your first time to my channel, I will be doing more tips, tutorials, reviews, and uploading my personal and business content. So if you're picking up what I'm putting down, consider subscribing. So, first off, pros about this lens. There are a lot of them. I would say my top pros for this lens are going to be the sharpness, the bokeh, and also the focal length. The focal length is so versatile in anything that you do, especially vlogging or anything where you need wide angle, and you can get really close with this lens. It has a minimum focusing distance of less than 1 foot. So it makes it a really great lens to get some of those really tight shots where you can get real close, get a lot of depth of field. And if you didn't know, this entire review is being shot on the Sigma 16mm 1.4. So you can really get an idea of what it looks like. The autofocusing is also great. I actually think it's better than the Sigma 30mm because the Sigma 30mm, sometimes it will kind of pulse on you whenever you're recording. It's like it's trying to find the focus, like what to focus on. This one, I've had no issues with that whatsoever. My only two cons, and really it's one con because I don't know how I feel about the other one, but the first con is there is no image stabilization built into this lens. Now, if you had the Sony a6500 that has the in-body stabilization, then it's probably not that big of a deal. I have the Sony a6300, so it does come off a little bit more shaky, but because of the wide angle, the sharpness of the lens, I am able to put a warp stabilizer on it in Premiere Pro, and it fixes a lot of those little jitters that you find in the footage if you're shooting handheld. The final con is it is slightly heavy. It's heavier than the Sigma 30mm 1.4. It's not as heavy as some other equivalent lenses like the Sigma 18-35, nowhere near as heavy as that. So really that's not that big of a deal. And I use this lens on the Zhiyun crane. So my a6300, the Zhiyun crane, and the Sigma 16mm makes for a great combo. It's really easy to use. The gimbal has no problem with it. And I also put my Rode VideoMic Pro on the top of it, so it can handle it, is what I'm saying. So overall, I would rate this lens a 9 out of 10. The 10 would have been justifiable if it had stabilization built into the lens, but it doesn't, so that's why I rate it 9 out of 10. So should you buy this lens? Yes, I think you should buy this lens. Why? Because it's awesome. I do have a link below in the description if you want to purchase this lens. I do get a small commission if you buy this lens from there, but it doesn't cost you any more to buy the lens. Well, thanks for watching, y'all. This does conclude my video. Now let's check out the cinematic sequence with the Sigma 16mm 1.4.